Yo, this is Rouge Reviews, where we keep it for real, for real. I am Root, aka the Culture Black Kid.
I'm Informer, aka Iffy.
And today we are reviewing English singer-songwriter Rachel Chinouriri's EP, Little House. This is coming off the back of her last album that came out last year, What a Devastating Turn of Events, which I didn't listen to at the time. However, I saw that it had a lot of high praise around it. Yeah. Like I said, it's an EP, so I'm curious if this is transitioning into anything or just a little drop for the meantime, or again, is something that's really solid that she has been working on. It's like, no, I really need to get this out. However, whatever it is, we are here to review it. So without any further ado, let's get into our overall thoughts. So, Iffy.
All right, this is actually my first intro to Rachel, and I think it's a really fun EP, only 4 tracks long, short, sweet, straight to the point, and like it was just all songs that kind of incited excitement sonically. It was a little bit bland for me, and I could have had a little bit of an oomph, but overall it doesn't take away from, the music. It was sweet, and yeah, I feel like just a lot more on that EP could have been stronger, but it was still like a nice experience to kind of listen.
Okay, fair enough. I also like how punchy this EP is. My favorite thing is what I interpret the story to be throughout from track 1 to track 4. And again, when I really sat down with the lyrics, just loving some of the songwriting, and again, how it almost is like, oh, wait, hold up. When you get to track 2, it's like, oh no, so okay, this is next chapter? Oh, okay, bet. So no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Really struggled to think of anything that I did not like about this. So yeah, let's get into it and let's kick it off with some pros.
All right. Well, I'll start us off.
Yeah.
Thank you. First thing, the subject and the storytelling. It was done very, very nicely by Miss Rachel. She really knows how to like clearly showcase, a story, and yeah, she knows how to like showcase what a song or a project is about, which made it really accessible for, me as a listener. And I guess the fact that it was 4 songs long, you couldn't like, it was very easy to get through, which I liked a lot. Another pro is I really loved the mixing as well, especially on the song 2342. That one bangs with headphones especially. Very, very nice. I had 2 standouts, which was Can We Talk About Isaac? And I think it was such a cute love song. And it was really catchy, really sweet, and the lyrics are very much to die for. I was yearning. I was like, this is adorable. Oh my goodness. And then also Indigo as well. I loved the song. You know what? I might leave that one because it starts as a pro, but maybe it flows a bit differently.
Okay, fair enough. And that's all your pros.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Just double checking. Yeah, so as I mentioned in the overall thoughts, I love the story throughout, or again, what I interpret the story to be. Feels a little bit more of a positive turn of events from her last project. Her last project, whilst I only got a chance to listen to it once through in the preparation for this, definitely felt a lot more like, why did I do this? Why did I mess with this guy? Why did I get drunk and do this, etc., etc. So this feels a lot more of a positive, even though it's not all positive, but has a positive spin on it, or at least at the, I'll get to the end part. So it's definitely very bubbly. I know we in Australia are going to winter months, but probably where they are in the Northern Hemisphere, they're ready for this to pop off because those summer months are definitely going to make this such a fun listen. So I literally wrote down everything for each song for the story. Can we talk about Isaac? Yeah, like you said, such an earworm. I just love the idea of a story about just being so excited to yap about someone that you like kind of have like a crush on, like big crush vibes. And it's like, if you're going to cry, well, if you're here to cry, cool, but like, no. Like, I want to talk about said guy. Like, I want to yap. So, yeah, I love it. So cute. 2342, which I interpret as the hour when she's feeling these feelings, like she's on this first date with, say, Isaac, taking Isaac as the other protagonist. Again, like I said, maybe first date situation. Again, continue big crushing vibes. And then Judas, next chapter. I said bittersweet feelings on this, feeling like things aren't working out. Possibly, maybe I think she said use the lyric 5 months later. So maybe they have been dating for 5 months, and it's like feels like things aren't really working out, but still wanting to stay, still curious. I do think again the stripped back acoustic guitar again really emphasizes the emotion too, which then flows into the final song, Indigo, which is almost like an ellipsis to the story, which rather than a full stop on the journey. And honestly, it has me invested about Rachel and Isaac's journey, kind of like a great sitcom romance.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, is it a will they, won't they type situation? And hence why I'm curious if this is leading into anything or if this is kind of like a standalone EP. So, yeah, that's again my personal interpretation of the how the EP was. So, anyway, that yap sesh over. What are your cons?
Okay, before I really get into the cons, I want to go back on Indigo because, as I said, I actually loved the song and it was my favorite. But what I wrote here I was kind of viewing this viewpoint as just a standalone and not really mixed with the project as a whole. But I wish that momentum that it had in that second half was all throughout. And it was, I don't know, that's just my personal thing. If it had that, that would have been like a 10 out of 10 for me.
Okay.
It doesn't, as I said, doesn't mean it's not a standout as a whole because it is my favorite song. I just love that second half a lot more than the first. I don't know. That's the kind of sound that I really gravitate towards. But yeah, favorite track. Now to actually go into the cons,
Yep.
sorry. Kind of the same thing. I just feel like there could have been, with 4 tracks, I feel like there could have, in my personal opinion, been more of a standout. There wasn't really one song in particular that kind of made me look at the EP and go, you know, this is going to take the project to the next level. Even though all the songs were like really fun and great and personable and amazing, I just wasn't blown away. Like I wasn't gushing about it, which is fine. But yeah, as I said, from 4 songs, I need, because it's just so small, I need that one that will at least kind of bring it higher. But that's honestly my only con.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. And honestly, I struggled to think of any. I was really trying to sit there regarding to production, if there was anything wrong, but I couldn't really pinpoint anything. And I guess maybe I was so invested in the story that, I don't know, maybe I didn't pick up anything. But I enjoyed the summary, wholesome vibes of the production so much that I was like, there was no point on being so nitpicky with it. So, yeah, I really struggled to think of any cons. So, yeah, with that, let us get into our final rating. So are we here for this? Does it depend on the day whether we're here for this or not? Or I'm feeling iffy about it? Iffy.
So I initially wrote depends on the day, but I'm actually going to change that to kind of like a teeter to depends on the day, feeling iffy. As I said, it's genuinely a really great EP, but I wish it kind of got taken to another level. And I would have liked to have heard a song that was an outlier for me. I do think it's such a sweet EP and I love the tone shift halfway through, but I'm not jumping to go and listen to this project. But yeah, it's more depends on the day, but I am teetering a little bit. So yeah.
Okay. I'm here for this. Again, I love the story. I think it is. Again, I think I summarized it nicely. It feels like a great sitcom romance. And I'm a big sitcom fan, and I'm a big fan of when they, again, take seasons to really, I mean, it's only 4 tracks, but you get what I mean. You know, when they take time to really develop out characters, and even though it is only 4 tracks, I feel like hearing how it all develops over those 4 tracks has me invested. And, you know, I'm curious where and if the story continues on any future Rachel Chinouriri projects. So, yeah. That's my thoughts. But what do you think? Are you here for this? Depends on the day. Feeling iffy? Let us know. And yeah, This is Rue's reviews of Rachel Chinouriri Little House EP. I am Rue, aka the Culture Black Kid,
I'm Informer, aka Iffy.
and I'll catch you next time. We'll catch you next
We'll-
time.
we will.
Yeah, we'll catch you next time. Peace.